Run through the tape. In life, never give up. Run through the tape.
There was always a sense that we knew where it would end. Game 7.
Great job.
We may even think we know how it will end. The champion that rarely succumbs to adversity finds a way to close the deal. The perennial contender seeking validation not just from the league, but from their own city, comes up short once again. But reputations do not decide the game. It's the other way around.
We gotta play together and trust each other.
A win tonight can push the past farther behind or further a legacy in basketball history.
Go!
A loss means descending into a season of uncertainty.
We're gonna beat them as a team. We're gonna lose to them individually. Pace, movement, attack. We got to go win it, not them. We gotta be the more poised team, strong with the ball.
The Spurs' championship mindset may be their greatest strength, but can it match the emotional buildup of a frustrated franchise? In their biggest fight of the season, something must give. Spurs Clippers. It ends here. Game 7.
For Tim Duncan and the Spurs, the march to the title last year began with a 7-game win over the Mavs. Now they face a Game 7 first-rounder with the Clippers. Blake Griffin went for 26 and 12 in a crucial Game 6 win in San Antonio. Their mission in Game 7, dethrone the champs. It is Game 7, number 120 in NBA history, and you'll see it here on TNT a half hour from now. From Studio J in Atlanta, it's TNT NBA Tip-Off presented by Auto Trader. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and sitting in for Charles Barkley, it is Nathaniel Cornelius Robinson.
But
Cornelius?
Nathaniel Cornelius.
What up, Cornelius?
But you can call him Nate Robinson. Good to see you, man.
Thanks for having me.
I didn't know you were Nathaniel.
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 Oh, you see the highlights?
I know you were
Crossover.
bucket.
I know they got some highlights of me and Shaq. I know for sure.
Nathaniel.
This is your career here in a nutshell. 3-time slam dunk champion.
Get him up. With the left.
There you go.
D's.
And there,
with the left. You see that last one with the left?
I see it. Nathaniel Cornelius. Can you dig it?
As a matter of fact, you guys did spend some time together.
Yes, they
Boston,
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate was a great teammate. He got me in trouble.
No, you got me in trouble.
Right here, he's the only
Look.
little guy to dunk on me.
Look, you're chasing me.
You're not going to catch him.
Yeah, not at all.
And defensively, he did a job on you as well.
Oh, yeah, I got a block, and he tried to say I fouled him. Can you show that clip? Please show that flashback.
Happen to have that.
No, but he blocked my shot first before this.
Oh, my gosh.
Look, you see me? Get down.
Yeah, from the side, I didn't even see him. He like a little fly. I didn't even see him.
That don't count.
I didn't want to hit him with the...
That don't count.
That's a lot. Get it out of here.
Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, that's why I side.
Burn from the side.
No.
Look at that.
Hey, you did.
Look at him, boy. Sit down.
You did knock him down.
No.
Look at him.
Hey, Nate, you know why that doesn't count?
Don't count.
That's the Cleveland Superman. That's Clark Kent.
For me as a younger kid, I was a big fan of Shaq. So me blocking him, I don't care what you. For me, that was a highlight for me.
How do it is?
That's Kazam over there, Man of Steel.
Can
you dig it? Barbecue chicken.
Yeah, we got a Game 7 to dive into now. It has been a best of 7 in which the road teams have won more games than the home teams, and if that trend continues, the Spurs will take another step toward their first back-to-back titles. But in 119 Game 7s in NBA history, the home team has gone 95-24. That's 80%. Kevin Harlan and Chris Webber will call it, and Jamie Maggio works the sidelines. She is standing by in Los Angeles. Jamie, what you got?
Hey, Ernie. Well, the defending champion Spurs are on the brink of elimination here in Los Angeles. They've had the lead in the series 2-1 and then 3-2, but they have failed to build upon that lead. I spoke to Boris Diaw before the game about the team's mindset heading into Game 7.
It's one of these games win or go home. Not many choices, so the mindset is just going out there and play as hard as you can. We just focus on the moment right now and not even focus on a second round or anything. Right now it's game 7 and everybody's in for this game.
Well, Ernie, you touched on this a second ago. Clippers obviously with home court advantage here in Game 7, but home court has almost been a disadvantage in this series. The road team has won 4 of 6 games so far, which is odd when you consider the fact that the Clippers and Spurs have combined for a very impressive 63-19 home record during the regular season. So we will see which way it goes here tonight.
Hey, Jamie, what are you hearing about Glenn Davis tonight after the ankle sprain the other night?
Yeah, he suffered that left ankle sprain in Game 6. It looked pretty bad when it happened, but he did have x-rays in San Antonio. The x-rays were negative, so that was good. No broken bones. It is a left ankle sprain, but when I spoke to Doc Rivers before the game, he said he does expect him to play.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jamie. Enjoy the game. It's going to be fun out there. Game 7 at Staples Center. All right. So, I mean, I don't know. This is such a tough game to call because the series has been so tough to call. But my immediate thought, and I go back to what Greg Popovich said earlier this year. He said, look, if Tony Parker isn't Tony Parker, Nate, we're not going anywhere. Tony Parker hasn't been Tony Parker in this series.
I mean, he's getting older, but that's why you have a team. You got Corey Joseph, and you got my guy Patty Mills that's coming. He's playing phenomenal. You know, he's picking up the slack, but at the same time, they know how to play the game of basketball. They move the ball. They don't, like, the ball doesn't stick. And they out there just having fun and just balling. So with Tony Parker, if he has a big game, then I really think that the Spurs will run away with it.
Is it essential, though, Kenny, that he get back on track? He's averaging 9 points, 3 assists in the series.
I don't think it's essential. I mean, I think it's...
Doesn't it make life a lot easier when Tony Parker is who he can be?
Without question. But the difference in this series is the 3-ball is open for the San Antonio Spurs. And Tony Parker is, just isn't hitting his in-between shot. He's not a 3-ball maker. So Patty Mills are getting all those opportunities. Ginobili will have some, Kawhi Leonard. The 3-ball is open against the Clippers. So Tony Parker's not a 3-ball shooter. And then he's struggling inside the paint, so now that's why we have it. But if Patty Mills comes in and goes 7 for 11 from three-point land, it makes up everything that you're talking about by not having Tony Parker being there.
What's the key factor in this side, for either side in Game 7?
Well, the team that values each possession. What I mean by that, just take care of the ball, no silly, ill-advised shots. The team that executes the best and the team that is more focused. Now, when I throw the word focus out there, nobody really focuses more than San Antonio. It's a lot of pressure for the Clippers. I know home court advantage Game 7, but in the Game 7, I played in a few Game 7s. Kenny played in a few, so has Nate. You really have to play the perfect game at home to win. And, the last Spurs game, a number of Spurs didn't play well. So usually when that happened and Popovich embarrasses them in the press conference, they come back the next game, they come back and they play very well.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he called them soft. He said every time we got a rebound, they knocked it out of our hands. Said it was an embarrassing way to come out in a closeout game. Meantime, what Doc Rivers said, and Nate, you spent a couple of 10-day contracts with the Clippers this year, and Doc says, look, Doc says, look, we've heard all the talk about how we are not tough mentally. He said, this is a mentally tough Clipper team.
I spent a brief moment with them guys, and their main objective is to win it all. They're hungry for that, to bring that championship because they feel they have all the pieces, and it's just, the outcome is not showing for itself. So for them, I know that, the back is against the wall, of course, because I feel if they lose this game, then that whole team is going to be blown up. That's just me. That's what I feel.
So more riding on it than just the first round of the
playoffs
here in a Game 7, Kenny.
I mean, yeah, this team, I agree with Nate. I think this team has been put together, and you'll say, okay, where's the hole? Instead of blowing up, though, Nate, the only thing I could see them doing is taking 2 guys and moving them to the bench. Guys who are starters now can be their bench.
Who's that?
And then J.J. Redick and Matt Barnes. Those 2 guys could move to the bench, and then all of a sudden your bench is strong. But you need to add starters to that unit. I just don't feel that the team, the way it's constructed, is enough to consistently, vie for championships. And
but JJ scores the most points. Was it the most points in the first quarter out of anybody in NBA?
All of those things are great.
Yeah.
I just feel that between Chris and JJ, you have an undersized backcourt. And when you have two guys that are undersized, at times it could be difficult. And I think that might be one of the things they look at. But this, you know, the Clippers are right there. They still have the opportunity to move on and into round 2, but it doesn't get easier. This game, to me, Game 7, at home, with your teams, it's going to be a lot of movement if this doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, been playing incredible. In fact, Doc Rivers referred to him, quote, he said, I'm pissed at Tim because the old fart is playing unbelievably. That's a quote from Doc Rivers. He's had 3 20-10 games in the series. Oldest guy to ever do that in a playoff series.
Yeah, you know, he's playing smart. You know, he's playing against a shot blocker, but he's played against many a shot blocker before, so he knows when to pump fake. He knows when to go straight up. But the X factor for today's game is going to be Sugar K. Leonard. You know, he didn't have a great game last game.
Yeah, 3 for 15.
3 for 15. I've never seen him have 2 bad games in a row. And, you know, he's a new style player. You know,
What's his nickname?
Sugar K.
Sugar K.
Who's that about? You talking about
His game
D'Angelo?
is sweet.
Okay.
No, because his game is sweet.
Them
Oh,
straight
yeah.
backs?
So
I did give him another name, but Ernie won't say it.
Spurs and Clippers, leave it right there. Spurs and Clippers with the winner of Game 7 moving on to meet the Houston Rockets in the Western Conference
Trying to
semifinals.
set you up, Ernie.
More in a minute on TNT NBA Tip-Off presented by Auto Trader. Had a nice visit this afternoon from Albert Hall, you know, the guy who created the Summer League out there in Vegas. He had the 30 top high schoolers from the Adidas Nations training camp swinging by the studio today. So wonderful to see all them, and they got a chance to wander around and check the place out. Auto Trader Drive to the Finals update, and you continue to lead the way, Kenny.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it. I'm 30 back.
And I'll still be leading.
I'm 40
after
back.
today.
Yeah. You're not...
I'm right behind you.
Yeah, I know, not even 40. And Chuck is bringing up the rear. You guys in Game 7s, a combined 8-3 in your careers.
One of them Game 7s, I only had like 5. That hurt my average.
26-3
to 11. That
You
brought
see
me down
mine right now, look.
Losing in my game, right?
Sam Cassell had like 27. I never got back in the game.
You got to be.
I was mad.
Man, you got to be giving me 20.
Back when you had a flat top, yeah.
Yeah, the flat top.
I tell you
Good
what,
pass, boy.
that was a good decision by you.
Dunk
Dunk that.
Finish it.
Oh,
Finish
okay,
that.
Kenny.
Yeah, don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Ah.
Good pass, Kenny.
Good looking. Good looking. Yeah. Earl Carrollton, hold me up, baby. Hold me up.
You like Pookie from New Jack City with that haircut.
Barbecue chicken, C-Web. You barbecue chicken, C-Web.
Oh,
Give me that. Watch that. Watch that. Give me that.
Bring the hoop down.
Took it away from Scott Powell.
Oh, you
Give me that. Give me that, C-Web.
Oh, see,
Give me
wow.
that again, C-Web. Give me that again, C-Web. Yeah, Bloody. Yeah, Bloody.
Is this a Game 7 Sacramento King killing?
Show some real buckets.
Oh.
Show some real buckets. With the floaters.
I thought
You already know.
He almost got that.
Oh, step back.
These are all jumpers for y'all.
How you only average 5? And you had 12 that game. I'm like, wait, killing.
You know, 35 and 12, you know.
So you've taken us out here on the court for what purpose?
Because today is not only Game 7. You had the Kentucky Derby and the biggest fight of the century so far, the Manny Pacquiao-Mayweather fight. We had Floyd
Exactly.
Mayweather on the other night.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you what a jab is in the NBA.
Okay.
The NBA jab for the San Antonio Spurs, and this is what a jab looks like. It's just setting up the opponent.
This is
You're just
true
trying
TV
to-
boxing
You're
last
just
night.
trying to get them into an obvious thing. So Nate, you guard me over here. Ernie, you and I on the same team. Shaq's on the defensive end. So this is the Los Angeles Clippers jab. This is what they do to start the game out. They early pick and roll. Chris Paul is in the pick and roll, and they switch. They want to force this switch because San Antonio feels that they're going to switch instead of actually playing defense. So when they switch, exactly, they want the foul. So that's the early. That's what they want. They want the foul. They want the foul.
Are you regretting this demonstration?
Very much so. So now, secondly, then we have what I call a 1-2 combo. So this is a 1-2 combo. Bang, bang. One face to the head, one to the body, one to the head, one to the body, one to the head. So now, you're Tim Duncan, Shaq. Ernie, you're guarding Tim Duncan. You're over on that weak side. So instead of, this is what I call a 1-2 punch. They occupy you over here, but then they set a back screen for Duncan, so now he's on the move, which allows the shot blocker, your shot blocker, not to be engaged in what's going on, and so he gets the ball on the move instead of just posting up consistently. So now, barbecue what?
Chicken. Barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken in the
Barbecue chicken
Barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken.
I'm stunned you could
And
score on me,
lastly,
fella.
this is what I call a knockout. This is a knockout punch. Knockout punch. Boom. You set up all night. You've been setting up. Boom. So the Spurs knockout punch is very lethal, just like this guy's here. Very lethal because they spread the floor. So what happens, the ball moves from one side, boom, to the other. They make sure that 4 guys touch the basketball, and then the movement comes for Tim Duncan to come over, and then after Tim Duncan comes in here, you get a down screen here, so you get all this kind of movement, and that's their knockout punch down the thing where the Clippers, their knockout punch is this. Open the floor the same way, but it's all off the dribble. Yeah. I just get in. I got Jamal Crawford. They wanted Nate Robinson. That's why they wanted him there. And then they wanted guys to just open up, take the shot off of the open floor. So they open the floor both in the same way, but one off the dribble and one off the pass. Oh, I thought Nate was going to dunk on you.
Nah.
I thought you were going to throw him to you.
I can't dunk with this suit on, man.
No, don't do that.
I can't dunk with this suit on. They didn't
we
let me wear my Jordans out here, man.
10 more years, Nate.
Oh,
my gosh, Nate, that's you when you were
On
little?
roids, yeah, man.
Oh, my God.
My dad was, putting them
What was he doing?
roids in my cereal.
What was he doing? Oh, my goodness.
stitches, Nate.
Oh, my God. What kind of sit-ups are you doing at 8? What, you 4 years old?
Sit-ups. I mean, I can't.
At 4 years old?
I still
God,
got it.
8-pack.
Welcome back. Pop, 3-2 in Game 7s. Doc, 5-5. One of those came in Orlando. One came with the Clippers. The others came with the Boston Celtics. And as you can see, last year, each team won Game 7 in the first round to advance. More from Doc now with Jamie Maggio.
Here with Clippers head coach Doc Rivers. And Coach, this is your 11th Game 7 as a coach, tied for most with Pat Riley. So what have you told your team as far as preparing for the series finale?
Well, be normal, really, be spectacular, but be normal. I just think you just got to go play the game. I say it's the ultimate player's game, but you have to trust each other. You have to trust your stuff and not try to do too much. Just do your stuff.
Given the disparity in bench contribution in this series, I know Glenn Davis is going to play, but if there are any limitations with them, how will that affect your game plan?
It won't. I mean, honestly, we have other guys. We decided going into this series that we're going to have a short bench, and we have. And if he can't play, Spencer Hawes or Turk or someone else will step up, and I have no problem with that.
In Game 6, your team showed great composure down the final stretch. How do you carry that over in such a huge situation that today's Game 7 is?
Well, we have no choice. We have to, because the other team will. I mean, that's the one thing going into this. There's nothing we're going to do to shake them. So we can't be shaken. We have to just keep playing our game. And that's the key for us throughout this series is no matter what happens, we just got to keep playing our game.
Thank you, Coach, for your time.
All right, thanks.
All right, guys, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Jamie. The Spurs and Clippers with a Game 7 in the first round, tipping at 8:10 Eastern right here on TNT.
I think it's time to let it go.
Yeah.
We welcome you back. Love me some Bleacher Report. And one of the things I love about Bleacher Report
is what?
Is the uninterrupted that they've got going on with Draymond Green and LeBron James. Here's the latest installment with LeBron.
Come on. We want more from Draymond.
Yo, what up, y'all? Today is Friday, May 1st. And Coach gave us a day off today. It's been a long week for us. Coach gave us a day off today. But I don't really think there's no days off, especially in the playoffs. So, dropped my kids off this morning at school, 8 o'clock, and came right here, got some work in. Feel good, man. Just trying to stay above the curve. Just try to do something. Even on the day off. Got some good work in with Mike. Did some contrast, cold tub, hot tub. Got my body feeling good, and I just want to try to stay with that edge. Even though we've been off since Sunday, I still want to stay with that edge. Knowing that we open up the second round on Monday versus the Bulls, I'm looking forward to that. So. It should be fun. We get back to work tomorrow as a group, and start preparing to face a tough Bulls team out of Chicago. So, just trying to keep striving for greatness, man, even on days off, aka no days off. What's up, Coach? There it is. See y'all later.
So the Bulls and Cavs get it going on Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern, right here on TNT, followed by the winner of this game taking on the Rockets in Houston to begin the Western Conference semifinals. Nate, who do you like, Bulls, Cavs, man?
Pookie,
D-Row. That's Kenny, look.
It just keep calling
hey, man, calling.
I'll tell you what, Alex.
Hey, man, they gonna kill me, man. Help me, please, man. Help me.
Going too far, Alex.
Help me, please, help me.
6'3" from North Carolina, Kenny Pookie.
Who you got, Cleveland? Who you got, Cleveland, Chicago?
Oh, man, that's tough. That's tough, but of course I'm gonna pick Chi-Town, man. I had a great 1 year there. You know, I bonded with the guys, you know, Joe Kim, Taj, Derrick Rose, Naz, Muhammad, all them guys. It was fun, but I think that they can get past the Cavs.
And then, of course, we have Houston against the winner of this game. So, final thoughts on this one, and give me a winner tonight, and give me a reason you like them.
I'm going to have to go with the San Antonio Spurs because they've proven time in and time out that they can be the better focused team. Yes, the Clippers are becoming more focused and they're starting to, become more, becoming to think like a champion. But, the Spurs, for the past 4 years, Ernie, everybody up here counted the Spurs out. They just keep staying more focused and they just keep coming and coming and coming. So I'm going to have to go with the Spurs on this Game 7.
How much do you think the way they played Game 6 and Pop's response to it factors into their preparation for Game 7?
I think they're going to come back ready to play. They know they didn't play well. We can get anything for Tony Parker. Plus, Kawhi playing well. Tim just has to do what he's doing. But, the X factor is Kawhi Leonard and Patty Mills and the guys coming off the bench. So if they can move the ball and, get into a rhythm and get into a comfort zone and keep it close. They keep it close. I think they can win.
Nate, who you got?
Well, I'm going to say the Spurs because they didn't give me that next 10 days, so. Hey, that's just me.
You like the Bulls because you had a good time there.
I was going to have you skip me because I was like, I hope he ain't coming over here with that question because I'm going to answer it so fast in so many seconds.
Okay, we got 30 seconds left here. Kenny, you got the last word.
Well, I will say this. Even tonight, the Manny Pacquiao-Mayweather fight, I'm never going to bet against the guy who's 47-0. I'm not smart enough to say this is the night. I'm not smart enough to say this is the day that the champs lose. The champs will not lose today.
This one will be a blast. Kevin Harlan, Chris Webber, Jamie Maggio have it covered. Game 7.
It's a champion day.
Spurs and Clips.
The champs will win all through the night.
The champ is here.